Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be creating 4 prints centerpieces. I already have my images uploaded to Design Space. Let's just go ahead and start. On the left hand side, we click on images. In the search box, we type in what we're looking for. And we're going to click on the image we'll be working with. I think it's this one. I didn't put the complexion when I uploaded them. Let me see if it's, yeah, this is the one. Why is it not clicking? Let's click on another one. Let's delete it. Okay. Now, once you click on your image, you'll see it on the bottom of the screen. We click Insert Image. It's it's 4 different centerpieces. So I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate this one because there'll be 2 different sizes. Set it aside. I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom out of the screen. We're gonna size them. First, we are going to make it 4 by 6. And the other one will be a 6 by 9. And we lock it. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to create a white border around the image. What I do is I click on Make It. I click Continue. Send to Printer. Once here, we right click, Save Image As, and I'm just going to type in shadow. Well, let me just go to the front and type in baby shadow. And I'm going to save it to my downloads. We click on save. You'll see it right on the bottom of your screen. It's already saved. When you don't see the circle around this little square, means it's already saved. We go ahead and X out of it, X out of here. We click on cancel. We go back to the canvas, and what we do is we click upload. Wait, I don't need this image. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just delete this one because I don't need that one. We upload image, browse, and we're going to look up the image where you saved it. We click on downloads, and it should be right in the bottom. It's not in the bottom. Oh, wait. It's right at the top because I wrote baby shadow. So this is in alphabetical order. It's not here. Where is my baby? Right here. Baby shadow, double click. And I always click on complex. Click on continue. Now on this screen, we're just going to go ahead and clean up the image and set up a transparent background. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in. Don't worry about your image being blurry. It will not propagate to the following screen or save as a blurry image. So we're going to go ahead and start. What I'm going to do is delete the registration mark. Click on the eraser. I'm just going to leave it a little bit less. And we're going to go ahead and start. If by any chance you're going too fast and you go, oops, I got his hair. What you do is instead of hitting cancel and starting all over, you go ahead and undo. And we go ahead and start again. And again, this process is to create the white border. If you don't want the white border, you're just gonna go ahead and skip this step and go straight to print. I like the border. Why? Because for some reason, even if I have new mats, even if I have new blades, for some reason, when it cuts here, sometimes it tears it apart or it takes forever because the machine is recognizing every little bit of hair. Okay, now I erased the registration mark. What I do, I go back here to the left hand side, I click on the wand, and I click on the white part, and then I'll clean it up clicking on the white part. And there you go. Oh, it will. Let me check these sneakers. At the bottom of the sneakers, let me see what's going on. Yes, it has this right here. Let me just, I'm zooming in. That's the most it can zoom in. I think it's, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this up because once we save it, it's going to have these little bits and pieces. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it up a little bit. Clean that black part. Oh, I went too high. So I'm gonna have to start over, and I'm just gonna put it less. I just wanna clean this thing up. I just wanna go on the edge and clean up that sneaker. When I tried to make the background transparent, that I clicked on the wand for us to have these little tiny blue squares, since I clicked on the white part, the bottom of the sneaker had white. So it's going to delete that white part of the sneaker. But it's fine because I'm going to try to go ahead and clean it up when I go to the next screen and add that white border. Let's zoom out and we click on continue. On this side here, I'm just going to go ahead and copy here and paste it for the tags so I can find it easy. We're not going to save it as a cut image. We're going to save it as a print and cut. I'm sorry. We're going to save it as a cut image because we want that white border. We click on save as a cut image and we click on save. Once on this screen, we go ahead and click on the shadow and insert image. We are going to duplicate it because we're doing it on both. And let's just go ahead and size it. We're going to size it a bit bigger than the actual image. This is 4 by 6. So we're going to take one and let's say 4.2 by 6.2. See how it comes out. Let's just set this aside. If that happens, we click on the image, move to the front. Let's move it to the front. Okay. We're going to go ahead and change the shadow color. Instead of black, I wanted white. We go on the right-hand side. We click on the shadow. Click on the black circle, white, and we have it here. What I'm going to do is change my canvas color so I can see the white border. So we go ahead and play with it. Let's do the width. Okay, I think we got it. But I don't see the white border here. That's fine, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to glitter up his sneakers. This is perfect, because you won't even notice that the white border will be missing from this side. For some odd reason, for the other prints, I did it with no problem, but for some reason this image is not cooperating with me today. But it's okay. I got it here because I'm going to, just like I said, glitter up the sneakers. So we're fine. I'm just going to leave it like that. The height. Let's do the height. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that. 4.6. And the shadow 4.3 by 6.1. And we lock it. We highlight the image. We attach. And we flatten. We set it aside. Now for this image, this is a 6x9. We take the image, 6.3, 9.2, and we lock it. We go ahead to the right hand side, we click on the black circle and we change it to white. Move the image to the front of the shadow. When that happens, right click, move to the front. Let's see what happens. See, this one fits fine. Okay, I like that one. 6.4. I think 6.4 looks fine. Yes, 6.4 looks fine in the width. Let's lower it to 9.2 on the height. And we lock it. I'm just going to play with it a little bit right over here. Yep, that's fine. Okay, that is perfect. Okay, highlight the image. We attach. We flatten. And let's go ahead and resize it. And it will be a 6x9. Oh, you know what? That's fine. I can just leave it a 6x9.5. And once we're done, I'm going to save it. And I'm going to type in, no, not baby shadow. I'm going to type in royal blue, royal blue baby sneakers. That way when I look him up, if I just type in royal blue, all my royal blue babies will come up. And we're just going to go ahead and save. Once you save the images, we're going to go ahead and make it. Image is too large. That was the 9-inch. So it's 9.25 by 6.75. I'm going to make them the same size. We're going to go ahead and click on the image, and it was 6.75 by 9.25. And now we click on make it. You won't see the white border here because of course the background here is white. What I'm going to do is, since all my centerpieces are double-sided, it will be, I have 2 centerpieces, 2 different styles. So it will be 4 images of this big one and 4 images of the small one. I'm going to click on 4, apply. And like I said, since they're double-sided, one is facing to the right, and then I'll need the second one facing to the left. Click on the image, and I'm going to click on mirror. Click on this little dot so it can be on the other side. And we go ahead and okay. And I'm not just going to use that, but you guys can use it. I'll explain why. Click on that. And then this one, I'll just mirror and mirror. Now we're done with our images. We're going to go ahead and click continue. And if you have more than one machine connected, it will not propagate here. You will have to click on the drop down arrow and you choose your machine. I will be making it with I'll use the Maker. The Maker is faster. Well, not faster. Yes, it is faster. 4 times faster than the Explorer, but both are great. Don't get me wrong. I love my machines. Now, we go ahead and we go into Center Printer. I'm just going to go in order. I want to go in order. Okay, I'm going to click on the image. Let's go back. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to go click on the image, Center Printer. And it's 2 centerpieces, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go right here and click on 2. Instead of going just back and forth to this side, click it on this one, click it on this one, print. We're just going to go ahead and select 2 for copies. We are going to select the printer you're using here. Make sure your bleed option is on, and we print. Okay. Once it sends to the printer, we're going to wait for it to print. And what I do is, while that is printing, instead of cutting right away because it's not coming out yet, I'm just going to go ahead and select the other image, which is mirrored. We're going to go ahead and send to printer. We click on 2 copies, make sure your bleed is on, and we print. Okay, so we have 2 images for the right side, 2 images for the left side. That's 2 of those centerpieces. I'm not going to go ahead and print it here because I already took it from here. So I'm going to go down and we take the small one. We click on it. We do the same steps. Send to printer. And print. We go on the next one, we send to printer, select your copies, make sure your bleed is on, and print. While that is printing, we're going to go ahead and select the image we will start cutting. I'm going to select the first. When you browse all your materials, you have right here, the Maker is amazing. You have here all your materials. Now, you see right here, artboard. We're going to go ahead and scroll down, and we're going to go to cardstock. Mine is 100-pound cardstock. I'm just going to go ahead and use the medium. Because okay, once we're here, what we're going to do while that prints. Okay, once we're back here, we're going to go ahead and you have your cardstock, the medium cardstock. We load our mat. And I want this to cut fast. Why? I don't have no intricate cuts. I don't have to go back and forth. The machine doesn't have to go back and forth. Why? Because I added that white border. So we go ahead and scroll down. Right here, before you press go, we're going to go ahead and click the fast mode. Turn on the fast mode. We already loaded our mat. And then we're going to go ahead and click on go so it can start cutting. It cuts less than a couple of seconds. After we cut all our images, I'll be right back so I can show you how to assemble our centerpieces. I will see you in a bit. Okay, now that we have all our images, we are going to head and start to assemble the 4 centerpieces. Now, first thing is, once we get our images, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use glossy accent, and this is for the eyes, to give gloss to the eyes. So I already went ahead and applied the gloss to the eyes. I used the gold glitter glue from Stickos, and I glittered up the safety pin, the sneakers, and I used True Blue for the symbol. So I did that with all the images. Now, I took a 12-inch dowel rod and I painted it gold. Now I have my bases, which I'm going to paint gold. The first 2 bases, I'm going to paint them all gold. And then the other 2 bases, I'm going to paint them halfway, just the half gold, because the top will be glittered. Then next we need the royal blue boxes, 2x2 cardboard boxes. And then we need the letters for the name. What I usually do, anytime I have a request for these centerpieces, what I do is I cut out extra letters because I know I'm going to be using them a lot. So what I do is I'll just cut all the letters. The letters are 1.5 by 1.5, and I'll just keep them in this little container. Okay, and then so we have 2 10-inch centerpieces and 2 block centerpieces saying it's a boy on both sides. And it was a baby without a crown. Okay, now let's just go ahead and start. What I'm going to do is start painting the bases. I'll fast forward the video and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, now that we have two of them gold, I'm just gonna go ahead and take these two. Vete allá, Santi. What's wrong? Hmm? What's wrong? Okay, bye-bye. Now that we have two completely covered with gold and just these two, the bottom part covered with gold, we're just gonna go ahead and let them dry. What to do is, while they dry, I'm going to set up my boxes. Move this aside in front of the fan. And let's go ahead and move this. Let's just go ahead and continue. Now, like I said, while that dries, we're gonna go ahead and start building our boxes. It's only two centerpieces that will be saying it's a boy. To build the boxes, what I do is I go ahead and apply glue right here inside so the tab can stay in place. I'm just gonna do that with pretty much all the boxes, but I'm leaving two boxes for the top because that's the one that's gonna hold the baby boy. So that goes aside. These boxes we're gonna go ahead and start gluing. I will fast forward the video and I will be back. That we're done with the boxes, I'm gonna go ahead and take these two boxes. I'm gonna cut a chunk of foam. This is a block foam. Just cut out 2 chunks so we can go ahead and place it in the inside. We're gonna take our small blade. We're gonna go ahead and make an X on the top of the box, X or cross on top of both boxes. That way we can fit the baby in there. After we do that, let's just go ahead and take out the chunk of foam. Oh, I love that sound. And we just cut it in half. And we have our 2 little chunks of foam. We'll also be using 2 4-inch lollipop sticks. What I do is I go ahead and cut out the tabs, these 2 inner tabs. Just cut them in half, because that way you'll be able to fit your foam when you close it. And go ahead and place some glue on the sides of the foam. And we go ahead and glue it to the top. Side, let it dry. We're going to go ahead and take our babies. We're going to take one side, which is facing left. The other side is facing right. So what we do is we go ahead and place the 4-inch stick more than halfway up. It will be something like this. Okay, once that's done, we go ahead and let's just insert just to make the hole. This is how it would look like. Now that we're done with the boxes, let's just put together the babies. We take one side, which has the 4-inch lollipop stick. We're going to go ahead and glue the other side to him. Now that we're done sealing the sides, we're going to go ahead and start building the centerpiece. What I'm going to do, I'm going to apply all the boxes. It's supposed to read, "It's a boy." I'm just going to place 6 of them. We have 7 letters. I'm just going to go ahead and place 6 of them on each base. Apply a generous amount on the bottom one, and you continue to create your tower. Once you center it, you place it down, wait a little bit, and start creating them. What's wrong? Hmm? No. Now that we have both of our towers done, we're going to go ahead and add the name, the letters. I have all my letters in here. So it will be, "It's a boy," and it's going to be double-sided. So let's just go ahead and take them out from here. This is 1, 2. Okay, I have all my letters that spell "It's a boy." Okay, now that we have all my letters, what I'm going to do is place the letters going down on this side and on the opposite side. Now, we're going to leave the I for the end because the I goes on the top boxes with the foam. I'm just going to go ahead and start, and now we'll be right back. I'll fast forward the video, and I'll see you in a few. Once we apply the glue, we close it. We apply glue on the bottom and place it on the top of the tower. Take the baby and we stick it in, and we have the centerpiece. Do this. Okay, there's your center. For the next two centerpieces, we grab our bases, and we're gonna drill a hole right in the middle for the dowel. Okay, we've made the holes. We're gonna go ahead and glitter them. Get my glitter. Sorry guys, I forgot my glitter. You can use a piece of paper. You can use a bowl, which I'm using. We need a sponge or brush, Mod Podge, and the glitter. First thing is apply the glue. Don't worry about the hole in the middle applying glue or glitter gets in, because we can go ahead and always use our drill to open it right back again. Okay, we have a generous amount of glue. Depends on the thickness of the glitter that you want on your base. It's the glue that you're going to use. I don't want that much of a thick layer, so I'm not going to use a whole bunch of glue of Mod Podge. Okay, so what I do is, let me get my blooper. And you know I'm not going to delete that. I love that part. We're going to go ahead and just apply it. Glitter, glitter, glitter inside the bowl. You're going to get some on your table, but that's fine. I usually do this in the garage, but it's too cold. Little tap. And I'm just going to go ahead, see? Set it aside. Okay, once this dries, maybe half hour to 45 minutes, what I do is I'll just grab my Mod Podge sealant. I'm going to spray it to lock in the glitter. I use the sealant. I like it better than applying the Mod Podge, because this Mod Podge is matte. If I apply it to my glitter, you won't see that sparkly effect on the base. I don't like applying the same Mod Podge, so I just use the spray. So we're just going to go ahead and set this aside 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, now that we have both bases dried, we go ahead and reinsert the drill. And with that done, we go ahead and take our images so we can put them together. Just set this aside. We take one of the half dowel rods that's already painted in gold and we will place it on the image. Go ahead and glue it. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and place it first in the hole. Okay, place it in the hole. Then I'm just going to measure where I want my, maybe I just want a little part showing. So I guess right here, just mark it a little bit. And that way you'll know where to glue it. Go ahead and do the other one. Okay, now we go ahead and just gonna go ahead and measure it here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and put them together. Once I put this on top, what I'll do is I will glue on the sides like we did with the other centerpiece. And I'll be right back. Go ahead and okay, small little centerpiece is done. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the other one and I will post pictures at the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and I pray you all have a blessed day.